Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of What's Going On. Today we have a fan fave, Arrington Foster. He's a creative singer, actor, and powerhouse entertainer. His most recent role, as you may know, is Rio in BET's Family Business. It's also streaming on Netflix. We're gearing up for season 6, so I'm excited about that. Um, so welcome to the show, Rio.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Do you hate when people do that? Like, do people call you Rio out in the street?
Oh, all the time. All the time. At
I
this point, I've accepted it as another name, so it's totally fine. People can call me Rio, they can call me Arrington, whichever they want. I'm used to it now.
That means you're a good actor because if you embody the role, people see you as that person.
I appreciate that. Although they do squint, they're like, I don't see the colored hair. Is that him? And
Yeah,
then they see me and they hear my voice and like, yeah, that's definitely him. So
definitely
it's
him.
it's always humbling. I appreciate it.
Okay, so reading over your bio, I was intrigued to learn that you've been at this since you were 11.
Yeah, it's been a long journey.
So, what was that defining moment? Like, what happened around that age? Because that's so young for you to say, okay, this is what I want to do. Was it, something that your parents wanted you to do, or was it really just a passion that you found at that age?
I mean, honestly, there's no artists in my family. I was pretty young, like maybe around 3 or 4, when I just had this thing where I just like to like entertain people. Like I remember my grandfather would sing to me and I would sing back, or I would dance around the living room, or I would see movies and want to act out lines. So I think it was always there. I just didn't know how to channel that. And so, like most typical, kids, you get put in sports. I try to do like baseball, soccer, basketball. Not that I wasn't good, I
Yeah,
just didn't like it. And
yeah.
so I think my mom always knew I had a voice, but I was very shy. Like most people won't believe me, I was extremely shy.
Hmm.
So I started singing in like choir and stuff. And then I even performed at the Kennedy Center when I was 10.
Oh wow.
And my music teacher, she was the one, Miss Garrity, shout out to you wherever you are in the world. She was the one that was like, you should do this play. And I was
Mhm.
like, a play, theater. I was like, okay, cool. She was like, yeah, you can use all your talents in one. And that's kind of when I got bit by the acting bug. And I was like, okay, this feels me. This feels right. So, and
Mhm.
that's what I just kept doing.
Is it a big difference to go from plays and musicals to TV acting? Like, how was that transition for you?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I mean, I always say the best come from theater. So I think it's easier to transition from stage to film versus film to stage. Stage, you really got to know what you're doing, like even in college, like memorizing plays and being on stage. And there's no cut, take two, three,
Right.
three, four, five. You got to bring it and just, you got to keep going. So I think when I moved to LA and I started taking classes and I started wanting to really pursue film and TV, I realized I was like, well, this is a different type of acting. I can't just be like so expressive and like, overact, because I'm just so used to reaching to the back room. So I
Right.
really had to learn how to pull back and really hone in on, you know, the subtleties and just doing what's natural, because that's really what it is. I tell people all the time, I mean, you having lunch with your girlfriend, there could be a camera right there and then there's a show. You just have to, it's like a hard but easy concept in trying to do everything but doing nothing all at the same time. It's a tough skill, but once you get it and nail it, it's really fun and freeing.
So it seems like you were kind of at an advantage because you had that kind of background going into film or TV.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I definitely felt like there's no one way or right way to do this business. And I had to just kind of take all that training that I've had and kind of not throw it away, but kind of put it to the side and learn new skills so that I could be good in this form of entertainment.
So once you moved to LA, it didn't take long for you to get your role in Family Business. A lot of times I
Uh,
see it seems well from what TV shows, people are in
right.
LA fighting for their life for 10, 15 years and then they finally make it big. It doesn't seem like it took you that long.
I mean, I'm super grateful to God. I'm so blessed. I think it was probably year three, honestly. I mean, I was there and I was hustling. I was, struggling actor. I'm working side jobs. I'm doing background. I'm taking classes and web series. It probably felt a lot longer than
Right,
what it
right.
was. But yeah, it was just networking and being at the right place at the right time and staying patient and resilient because it wasn't easy. It was very many times where I wanted to just like quit and give up. But I'm glad I didn't because then, I wouldn't have got this opportunity.
And so, your role has gained a strong following. A lot of people love your character. I'm one of them. Um,
Thank you.
what can we expect in this upcoming season? Anything exciting that you can tell us about this upcoming season? What's new for Rio?
I mean, y'all not gonna get me in trouble now. Honestly, I'm just as curious as you guys. We're starting to start production, and I think a lot of the way season five ended, there's a lot of questions and a lot of things that need to be answered and addressed. So I'm hoping that the fans will really enjoy maybe this new dynamic with, you know, I won't reveal it for those that haven't watched, but if you have watched, you know what I'm talking about. So just the dynamic of the family, and I'm just hoping to really. Season five is my personal favorite, and I think it was just because I think a lot of people got to see Rio a little bit more, and
Yes.
really his arc and his character has developed so much where we're seeing so many different layers. And so I just want to continue to dig deep and show all the layers so that people can um, really understand him and really just love him even more. But I'm excited. We're always going to bring the colored hair. The fashion's
Hmm.
always going to be on point.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just excited to hopefully Carl let me more. It was so much fun. I had so much fun.
That's
Yeah.
so funny. I started watching Family Business New Orleans.
Hmm.
I just started and I heard them mention you know, I was like, oh man, I wonder if it's going to be some point in the story where you guys like link up for some craziness. Um, do you or
Hmm.
have you like interacted with that cast in any way, or are you just strictly, just dealing with the cast, from your show? I
No,
just
I
wonder if
mean,
there's going to be any intermingling to look for.
yeah. Well, Dave who plays Curtis and Blair who plays Dawn, and Bernadette plays Armini. They're both in our show.
Hmm.
And so, of course, I've interacted with them. I have had some cast from the New Orleans season, and I'm excited for what they're doing. I think it's awesome.
Oh no, did we do something? Um, let's see if we can get him back. I'm not sure what happened. Hopefully he'll jump back on. If you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the chat. Um, and we'll bring him back on. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Let's see. I'm just waiting to see if he jumps back on. If you guys have any questions, it doesn't have to be about family business. It can be about his journey as an actor. Anything that you want me to ask, let me know. Hopefully he comes back on. I think it was a connection issue. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get him back. 1 second. There you go.
We're back. Sorry, I guess my Wi-Fi is acting up, so we are resorting to the phone.
Okay. Well, I only had a few more questions.
No,
Um,
you're fine. You're fine.
so I wanted to ask because it says that your biography said that you sing. I was wondering, do you have any aspirations of doing any music or any other forms of entertainment in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. Going back to what you were just saying, I love the cast in New Orleans. Hopefully, Rio will cross over. We'll see.
I hope
But
so.
I'm excited for what they're doing. And yeah, I always, I moved to Atlanta 2 years ago from LA. And so one of my pastimes, I love to do karaoke. I love to go and sing in front of people. And I just see the reaction that people have said online and in person. So I figure, why not use what other talents God has given me? So, hopefully, who knows what might happen in the future. But I would definitely love to continue to do theater, maybe Broadway one day. And then hopefully, maybe do some movie musicals like Dreamgirls or Wicked or, like that would be amazing to do that on like a big, larger scale. So, yeah.
So please don't tell me you're one of those people at karaoke that just gets out there and start belting it out because the regular folks who can't sing, like karaoke is for the people who can't sing. And every time you go to karaoke, it's always one person that gets up there and they're like, ah, like, okay, now you're showing off. Is that you? Is that what you do? I'm just
I mean, listen, I have friends that are very encouraging, and I believe karaoke's for everyone, no matter if you can
okay.
sing or if you can't. I'm not over there belting no Jennifer Hudson notes, but I'm definitely gonna sing some good R&B that everybody can jam to. I love doing an old throwback, like an old R&B, like '90s, 2000s song. So it'll definitely get you in the mood. But I
Okay.
know they're like, oh my goodness, he's about to get up here and sing.
Yeah, like okay. We know you can sing.
It's fun because I'm like, the music industry is so difficult. I'm like, at least if I'm
Yeah.
up here, I'm singing in front of y'all don't give a damn whether
Yeah.
you're good or not. So it's
Yeah.
good practice. It's fun.
That's fine. Okay. And so do you have anything coming up in the future that we should know about? Any collaborations, any new projects that you're working on?
Well, I am in a play called Are You Marriage Material? We
Okay.
just wrapped that up in Atlanta in January, but we're planning to take that on the road. I think to Arkansas later at the end of this month, and then next month we'll be in, I want to say it's either Jackson or Alabama. If you go to my Instagram or my Facebook, we'll have all the details there. And then, of course, be on the lookout for Family Business season 6 coming soon. And yeah, just more projects. I have a Lifetime movie. If you haven't watched
Okay.
that, it's called A Very Merry Beauty Salon starring Tia Mowry. So if you want to check that out, if you love, I know the holidays are over, but it's still a good
Yeah.
movie. You can watch that on Lifetime app or on Amazon Prime. So make sure you check out A Very Merry Beauty Salon as well.
Actually, I have one more question. Let me go
Yeah.
back. I forgot to ask him. We got cut off. I read that you are passionate about just breaking barriers in the entertainment industry. So I do want to
Mhm.
touch on that and just ask what challenges you may have faced and any advice that you can give any aspiring actors looking to find their own path?
Yeah, I mean, this business is not easy. I've definitely had my struggles with depression and also just kind of like knowing who I am. And I think that for everybody out there that's trying to do this business, I think the most important thing you can do is no matter what, always believe in yourself. Never give up. There's going to be hundreds and hundreds of no's and rejections. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with who you are as a person. So you can't take it so personally. Rejection is God's protection and redirection. And I remember a quote that Angela Bassett once said when she was like, "Take your craft seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously." And I think that that stuck with me as well. And surrounding yourself with good people, not just yes people, but people that are going to keep you humble and keep you down to earth. And because it can be no one really teaches you about fame or getting notoriety or even the business side of getting a big check, and how to save it and use it. So just always do your research, try to find a mentor, take class, and just find out what makes you you. Like, whatever is that thing that makes you unique, because every person is different. Every actor or artist is needed in this business, no matter how young or old, big or small, gay or straight, black or white, Hispanic. You just have to just be confidently you, authentically you. And I think that when you start to do that, you'll start to see more doors open because you're not trying to be like anybody else. And what's for you is for you. I've had to tell myself that still to this day. So,
Yeah. What did you do to overcome the depression? Did you seek therapy? Did you work through it on your own?
I have done therapy. I think a lot of it was also just prayer and meditation and working out, journaling, doing self affirmations, reading self help books. And then just talking to the ones closest to me. I think I'm one of those people that likes to be the strong friend for everybody else. But then
Yeah.
when I'm going through stuff, then I just hibernate and try to like
Yeah.
shut down from the world. I know that's not a good thing. So just find ways that help you cope, that are positive. So that was how I got through it. And it's a constant daily thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited for season 6. I can't wait to see Rio pop out more. Hopefully you get in the field a little more.
Yes.
Uh,
Me
um,
too.
yeah, and so thank you for joining us today. Everybody, check out Lifetime. We all know we love Lifetime. Make sure you be on the lookout for season 6.
Yes,
Thank
thank you so
you.
much for having me, Khadijah.
You're
Absolutely.
welcome.